Hi, good luck.
Thank you.
Привет, hello.
Привет, hello.
Hi, how are you?
Greeting.
Hello.
Hey, hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi, Chia.
Good luck, Ileana.
Thank you. All right. I think we can start, right? Let me know if somebody's wants to join the lesson. Um, can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. All right, guys. Thank you so much for waking up on Monday. I know it's early for some of you, but I'll try to be fast. And at the end of the game, we have a short Kahoot. At the end of the game, we have a short Kahoot. It's going to be very easy. Today, we're going to cover functional testing types. I hear my voice. Oh, okay.
We don't hear you well.
Hello? Hello?
Yes.
Yes, you're so quiet, and my mic is.
Can you hear me now well?
Yes.
Oh my god, this drives me crazy.
I can hear you better now.
Yeah? Okay, good. Let me know if I'm disappearing because I don't know what's going on with my speaker. Sorry for that. All right, today we're going to cover functional testing types. It's going to be not really short presentation, but I'll try to simplify it and make it shorter. And at the end of the presentation, we're going to play a very tiny Kahoot game. It's going to be very easy. Today's topic is functional testing types. So let's start from the beginning. Oh, just a note. I know it's hard to focus on the presentation, but please try to pay attention on the highlighted words and those words that are underlined, because those sentences and the words you might see in the Kahoot game. And the Kahoot game, the winner will get a prize. It's going to be a very tiny prize, so pay attention. Let's start from the beginning. What is the functional testing? The functional testing is a quality assurance process and a type of black box testing that base its test cases on the specification of the software component under test. The purpose of the functional test is to test each function of the software application by providing appropriate input, verifying the output against the functional requirements. Functional testing also mainly involves black box testing, and it is not concerned about the source code of the application. And the sorry, and the functional testing can be done either manually or using automation. So in the software, there are two type of testing: is the functional testing and non-functional testing. Non-functional testing, I believe, will be covered at the beginning of March by another student. But today we're going to discuss a functional testing. Functional testing has many categories, and this can be used based on the scenario. You'll see the little pyramid here. It starts from the base unit testing, then integration smoke regression system, and the last phase is UAT, which is user acceptance testing. I'm gonna go through each state with you guys, maybe provide some examples on the way. Let's start from the very base is the unit testing. We all know what is unit testing. We did it with a scar, but I'm going to recover it again. So what is unit testing? The unit testing is a type of software testing where individual units or components of software are tested. Unit tests would call the methods in each unit and validate those when the required parameters are passed, and it returned the value as expected. What is the purpose of unit testing? The purpose is to validate that each unit of the software code performs as expected. Unit testing is done during the development phase. Also, we call it coding phase of an application by the developers. Unit testing is usually performed by developers who writes different code units that could be related or unrelated to achieve a particular functionality. Also, it's very rarely, but it could be done by QAs as well, what we call a white box. The next stage is the integration testing. What is the integration testing? Integration testing is the phase in the software testing in which individual software modules are combined and tested as the group. I don't know, to understand it better, we can bring up the live example. Uh, let's assume you are the IT organization and you got an order to develop the website for, I don't know, for campers, for example. The company that sells the camping gear. After the requirement gather, analysis, design, everything was completed, the developers assigned to develop each module. You see the picture right here on the top? Module A, Module B. Each module responsible for certain functionality. For example, Module A responsible for login, Module B responsible for shopping cart, Module C responsible for billing, another for payment, and I don't know, like shipping and package tracking. So for each module was assigned to the developer, and the developers start coding on their individual machine. After they complete coding, they deploy the models and see if they work together and no issue happen. So let's assume that they combined, they checked everything works fine. There's they found some defects after they combine all modules. So they fixed that bug and everything runs fine. So, and they kind of feel that their modules were completed. And the next step is QA manager that suggested the integration testing, just in case to confirm that all modules work well together. So when they deploy their code, suddenly they found out that application did not work as expected, since the individual modules did not work together. So, and there was a bug. So, for example, like after logging in, the user shopping cart was empty, or I don't know, the bill didn't include the shipping or something else. So, and the regression testing, it helps. That's the main purpose of the regression testing. So after the bug was fixed and we retested it again, it helped us identify fix issues, and ensure that the application as a whole works as expected. Um, Integration testing is usually done before system testing and it comes after unit testing. If unit testing is done by developer, integration testing is done by testing team. The next stage is the smoke test. We all know what a smoke test, but let's repeat it again. Smoke test is a subset of acceptance testing that cover the most important functionality of component or system. Uh, the other word for the smoke testing is the build verification testing. The purpose of smoke testing just to check the core functionality of a program and to ensure that the program is ready for further testing. This test prevents QA team from attempting to run a full test of software that can't complete basic functions. The smoke testing is performed usually by QA engineers or QA lead, and whenever there is a new build, the QA team determines the major functionality in the application to perform smoke testing. So basically, it covers the most important functionality of the system. The next stage is the regression testing. What is regression testing? Regression testing is a type of software testing that confirms that a recent program or code change has not affected existing features. Um, it is nothing but a full or partial selection of already executed test cases which are re-executed to ensure existing functionalities work fine. Uh, like in the simplified words, when you fix one bug, you introduce several newer bugs into the application. And to ensure that that bug is fixed without any side effects is called regression testing. The purpose of the regression testing is to ensure that the bug fix didn't cause any disruption in the application functionality. Regression testing, the other name for the regression testing is confirmation testing. Um, the system testing. What is the system testing? The system testing is the testing of complete and fully integrated software product. System testing simulates real-life scenarios that occur in a simulated real-life test environment. It tests all the functions of the system. The main purpose of system testing is to evaluate end-to-end system specification. And the system testing is the third level of software testing, usually performed after integration and before acceptance testing. And the last one, the last stage is UAT, user acceptance testing. It's the last phase of software testing process. Uh, During this testing, the actual software users test the software to make sure it can handle required tasks in real-world scenarios according to the specifications. User acceptance testing is one of the final and critical software project producers that must occur before developed software is rolled out to the market. So the purpose of the user acceptance testing is to assess if the system can support day-to-day business and user scenarios and ensure the system is sufficient and correct for business usage. UAT, otherwise known as beta application or end user testing. That's the other names. So this is the end of my presentation. If you guys have any question, you can ask me right now, or otherwise we can go straight to the Kahoot game.
No, thank you. We can go to the Kahoot game, I guess.
Okay, awesome. Can you see the pin number?
Yep.
Right, we have 12 people. Do you want us to wait for someone? Let us know, please. Smoke. Other people, you need more time? Hello?
I guess we can start it, right?
Okay. All right. So the Kahoot is very easy, everything from the presentation. Right. What is functional testing? Right, so the functional testing is actually one of the type of black box testing. Functional. Does functional testing can be done by using automation only? Yep, automation and manual. Security testing is part of functional testing? Oh, no, security testing is the part of non-functional testing. We didn't cover it in our presentation. Where individual units or component of a software are tested. Individual units or components. Yep. Individual units, that's the hint. Units is in the unit testing. Oh, Sophie. Good job. Double points. Purpose of integration testing. Integration. From the word integrate. Put together. Yay. Good. Ensure that application as a whole works as expected. Smoke testing, also called another word for the smoke testing is build verification testing. Oh, Safi has a straight with 6 correct answers in a row. This testing confirms that recent program or code change has not affected existing features. The changes has not affected existing features. What kind of testing is that? Yep, great job. The purpose of a system testing is to evaluate end-to-end system specifications. Is that true? That's what the system testing is used for? Yep, it is. To evaluate end-to-end system in the real simulation of the real-life environment. That's where we do system testing. What is the last phase of functional testing? Yep. The last one is the user acceptance testing made by the users themselves. Alright. That was easy Kahoot, right? I don't know who is that. Safi, great job. Number 1. User. Who is the user?
Hey.
Huh?
Jane.
Jane. Oh, great, Jane. I'll send you this magnet from New York City.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
The fridge magnet.
Thank you.
Just give me the address. Thank you guys for the presentation. And the last part, I know there was a lot of fancy words, so I made a easy I don't know, notes for you for the functional testing. If you guys have a Word on your computer, I'll post it on Slack. You can just print it. It's very tiny note, just 1 page, one little bit more than 1 page, saying everything we learned from the presentation, functional unit integration, and user acceptance testing. So
Thank you.
for the interview, you can just look it up and read from there.
Thank you, Lena. Very
Thank you.
useful.
Thank you, Lena.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.